Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're taking a closer look at installing and dyno testing the MPT Rev-X by SCT tuner with 3 custom tunes available for the 2015 to 2017 5-liter F150s, whether it be stock or with bolt-on mods. You should be checking this out for your own 5.0 F150 if you're in the market for a handheld tuner that comes with multiple custom tunes for 87, 91, and 93 with tow haul, economy, street, and performance in mind in all 3. These are the way to go. MPT's got it loaded on here to make sure you're getting horsepower and torque, a better throttle response, and overall drivability and reliability, all while keeping safe calibrations and your factory forward fail-safes intact. This particular tune here on 93 octane is really going to maximize your potential of the 5.0 and encompass all of the bolt-on mods or your stock motor, making sure you're maximizing everything you have on it. We did our baseline pull with 93 octane in the tank just to refresh, and we do have 35-inch all-terrains at that on the F150, so our stock pull walked away with about 284 horsepower, 303 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheels. Not too bad with our 5.0. We loaded our 93 tune from MPT, walked away with 293 horsepower and about 305, almost 306 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheels. Peak gains, we're looking at about 9 horsepower and a gain of about 3 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheels. Not too much from peak's perspective. At about 3,500 RPMs, we're seeing a curve gain of about 14 horsepower and 21 foot-pounds of torque. Those are pretty decent numbers, and that's what you'd feel on the street. With all of that in mind, this particular tuner does come in at around $450, which typical price tag for handhelds like this one. Now, if you're interested in the Rev-X by SCT, you can expect a couple of additional features with the tuner itself, not necessarily specific to the tuning company and the custom tunes on it, but rather the Rev-X device here that I have. Now, this particular option does come with a gauge and data logging feature. Gauges are actually displayed on this. You can actually monitor important engine vitals on the fly at any point with this just plugged into your OBD2. In addition to that, you'll read and be able to clear DTC codes or diagnostic trouble codes. Installing a tune, 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter, extremely simple stuff. Anybody can tackle it, just following the directions on screen here. It takes about 20, maybe 25 minutes from start to finish. You might have to do some updates when taking this out of the box, and you can do so via Wi-Fi. That is another feature for the Rev-X device. I'm gonna take you guys step by step. First step of the process, grab your Rev-X by SCT tuner, plug it into your OBD2 port under your driver's side dash using the harness given to you in the kit. Once you do that, you want to make sure your key is in the ignition and your ignition is in the on position, but don't fully start your motor. That's something you definitely don't want to do, just turn the accessories on. From there, you want to go straight into program vehicle. I want to take you guys through the process of actually tuning to whichever custom tune you want to choose. We're going to be doing 93 octane, so let's get to it. So step number 1, program vehicle right from the main menu. Make sure your key is in the on position, continue. Now, if you're not already connected on your device, one of the things that it will prompt you to do is connect to Wi-Fi. That can be either a hotspot on your phone, or it could be, your local Wi-Fi point at your house. So you want to hit continue with that. It'll connect, verify files, and take you from there. Perfect. Once the Wi-Fi access is taken care of, it downloads a few update files. It'll prompt you to say that you're up to date. You can hit OK and move forward. The next step, it usually prompts a cloud sync. Now, what that basically means is if your tuner, in this case MPT, has uploaded your tune files, your 3 custom tunes, to the cloud for you, that basically means you can just connect to Wi-Fi, download them from the cloud wirelessly, just like you would with your iCloud storage on your iPhone. Same concept there. Now, we actually hard transferred our tune files from a laptop onto the device, basically plugging in a USB cable to my laptop, downloading it through the device updater program. So we won't have to take care of any cloud syncing processes, but if your tuner has sent them to the cloud, you will move forward with that. So it looks like we got a couple more firmware updates to take care of, and it's prompting us that the device will restart once complete. So this is one of those processes, right? A new tuner right out of the box. It may have some firmware, might have some software updates, so have a little patience and you'll get through it. All right, once that's complete, again, it'll prompt you to hit OK. Continue on Wi-Fi. All right, at this point, it's prompting the cloud sync. Now, I already mentioned that, so we're gonna go ahead and hit skip simply because we do already have that tune file already loaded on our device, so we don't need to pull them from the cloud. Next up, it just gives you a prompt to let you know that it's not legal for sale or use in pollution-controlled vehicles or states such as California that are a little more emissions restrictive, so we're gonna hit continue, just agreeing to that. Make sure your key is, again, on the on position, but not starting your engine. Wait a couple of seconds and press continue. Now, you want to make sure that you're selecting the tune that you really want to be flashing to your truck. Now in our 5.0, we're going to move forward with our MPT 93 PRX tune. That is the only one that we want to focus on right now. Again, if you guys have multiple options, if you have your 87, your 91, your 93, maybe an economy or a tow haul tune, those will show up here, but we're only focusing on 93, so that's all I loaded to the device. So we're going to go ahead and select that MPT 93 PRX tune. If you want to make additional customizations to the tune, this is your chance. You can hit change and go into some of the settings, not all of the settings, but you'll have access to change your rev limiter positioning, you'll have access to change your tire size, your gear ratio, speed limiter, things of that nature. And again, we're just gonna move forward with the MPT tune, but if you wanted to make changes, you have that ability to do so. We're gonna go ahead and hit skip. Continue. That'll take us through the process. The first thing this will do is save a stock file. So your Ford tune is very crucial to have back on your device. If you ever need to revert back to stock, you will have the ability to do that on your Rev-X Tuner by SCT. So that's a really crucial part. You can't really skip that. Once that's taken care of, it'll begin writing the tune into your ECU. It may turn your processor on and off a few times. You might see lights on the dash go blank. You might hear a couple of noises coming from the F-150. It might sound like your door's open or something like that. So some of those beeps may happen. Just roll with it, let it happen. Do not turn your key to the off position. Just leave it until it's at 100%. It will let you know when you're complete. So for here, it's gonna load from 0 to 100 a couple of times. So we're just gonna sit back until it's complete. So at this point, it's prompting us to turn the key off. So you just wanna do that. Press continue. It'll load for a second and then prompt us to turn our key back to the on position, still without starting the engine. Once you have that, press continue. All right, once it clears your codes, it's gonna prompt you to turn the key off again. We're nearing the end. Turn the key back on. Turn the key off once more. Back on. Programming complete. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up my review, install, and dyno testing for the MPT Rev-X by SCT tuner with the 3 custom tunes available for the 15 to 17 5.0 F-150, whether it be stock or with bolt-on mods. So if you wanna check this out and get the Rev-X by SCT tuner with the MPT tunes, you can do so right here at AmericanTrucks.com.